actually sort of
okay.
Agreed with me, only I think yours will win because it's grosser.
Let's see if I can actually get this going.
Yeah, I didn't understand that one.
Yeah.
Hi.
I expected more from that. Oh well.
Well, did you understand your own one? That's good. I know.
Trying to get this going and sort of listening to their stream. Okay, hi. I'm muted. Who's muted? Oh God. Yeah. Trying to get this going. You can tell that I never do this. Okay. I think I got that. There we go. Okay. Hi, Amiga Nuts. Is that a sad face? I'm sorry. Hi. Anyone is welcome to join. I'm so confused. Let's see if I can actually get this to sit up right, I guess. I've got a new camera and it's like that's tilted. There we go. Is that? No, that's not helping at all, is it? Oh, geez. Can't link? What do you mean can't link? Oh, dear. That's not great. Yeah, just settle for this for right now. Can't link. What do you mean you can't link? Like to this? You can't or I'm not? I'm doing great here. There we go. That's at least on track. Oh my God. Okay, settle that in. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this. It's on one of those like almost spider limb sort of camera holder. That's just going straight down my chest. We don't need that. We don't need that. We are child-friendly program. I think I got it. I'm not gonna fiddle with it anymore. Hi. So yeah, so this is continuation of the chat relay for Purple Moving. Links should be down below if they're not. Whoops. Yeah, I'm all alone. So truth be told, I don't really know who Purple is. I know I was part of the streaming relay thing that they did before, but I haven't actually really watched their videos. I feel really bad. But I'm sure they're great. Yeah. Hi. So yeah, so what are you guys up to? It's technically afternoon for me here. I'm over on the East Coast. A lot of people are more central. I need to give him a wrench. Do you mean link? Okay. Hold on. Oh, is that the YouTube one? Hold on. Let me see. As you can tell, I have no idea what I'm doing most given times. But I'm trying my best. And that's what matters. Okay. Yeah, no, that's gonna be real cute. Copy link address. I think it's this one. Oh, okay. Click the 3 dots by his name. Okay. Okay. Nope. It's showing put user in timeout and block user. I don't want to put him in timeout. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Go over here. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be watching myself. This is. Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. Is this add moderator? Okay. Got it. Add moderator? Okay, now I'm just listening to myself. I'm gonna mute that because that's weird. Hi. Okay. Perfectly. Got it. No, I mute myself. Now I'm just listening to myself. I'm gonna mute that. That's weird. Hi. Okay. Perfectly. No, I mute myself. Okay, I'm just clicking myself off of there. Okay, yes. Add to stream. Hi.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Okay.
Just gotta go pee.
Hey, I'm peeing already.
Yeah, you're peeing already. I'm next in line, okay?
Yeah, get in line.
Maybe. Let's see if I can actually.
Just gotta mute.
I think I can probably hear you a bit better now. There we go.
Okay. Just popping in to see how you're doing with it.
Okay. I think I've got it going. This is only my second live stream, so
Yep.
just no idea of what I'm doing most
Okay.
of the time.
One thing that helps is if you go to the Yahoo and you click the pop-out chat so you can put that over the StreamYard. Makes it easier to watch it.
Okay, hold on. Pop out where?
Okay. If you go to the page that's showing this on YouTube,
Okay, yes.
then by where the chat is, let me back up here and redo this. Okay. Where it says top chat,
Hold on. It's
over on the right side, there's 3 little dots.
Okay, yeah.
And if you click on that, one of the options is pop out chat.
Okay.
And that'll make the chat a separate window.
Okay. That way I
that
can
you
see
can
it.
then resize and you can overlay that on the StreamYards
Okay.
so that you can be watching the StreamYards and you can have the YouTube chat on the side there.
Okay. Hold on.
On the StreamYards.
Okay.
Hello.
So that you can be watching the StreamYards and you can have the YouTube chat on the side there.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I've got it like in StreamYard. I've got it over there, and now it's just relit. Hold on, it's echoing over it. Okay, because I do have it in StreamYard, but it wasn't letting me put Critical Cripple as a moderator unless I was specifically on YouTube.
Well, you can do that through the YouTube chat. Yeah, to get rid of the echo on the YouTube channel, hit the mute.
Yeah, I was trying to click it, and my laptop's been working so slow recently. I don't know why. I have to take it in to see somebody because even like the mouse pad's broken. I'm using a mouse that I just like grabbed.
Yeah.
It's the mouse.
Okay. Dave. She's having trouble giving people the moderator. You've already got Dave set as a moderator. He should be able to give the wrench to other people then.
Okay.
He should be able to make more moderators for you.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm just... Oh, speaking of which, should probably actually take medication for the... Not that many. Whew. But no, how long
no,
have you
Dave
guys...
says mods can't make mods. I thought they could.
Oh, okay. All right. Who else should be made a mod? I'll try and keep it brief so there's not so much echo since it's not gonna let me click anything.
Yep. Well, offhand, I don't see anyone in there that I don't think is a mod on my channel.
Okay.
Graham Morgan is the only one I don't know.
Okay.
Everybody else listed there is already a mod on my channel.
Okay, let me try and do that then. Ugh. Let's hope YouTube doesn't just make me go insane. Come on. Come on, little laptop. It's okay. No one's gonna hurt you.
Oh, okay.
Come here. Come on. Very hot seeing my own face. Okay.
All right. Oh,
Alright. Okay. Don't. freak
okay.
out. Let's see.
And everybody make sure you hit the like. It's the least we can do.
Thanks. Okay.
I just hit
Mute
like
site. There we go. Finally. Oh my goodness.
and I
Okay.
subscribed.
Do not mod. Okay.
Amiga Nuts says, "Do not mod me."
Okay.
Hmm.
No, I was wondering who the Robert X saying, "How can we ignore your alter ego?" I missed something. Okay. So can everyone just message the chat who wants me to make them a mod? So that way I'm not like clicking everybody.
Yeah,
They're just like,
I'd go with Robert X and Angie.
okay, Robert X. Add mod. Yay. Okay, come on.
How about
And
me?
solid you.
Oh yes, and of course a bit of tea in Danish.
Okay. Oh, you were talking to Dave. Robert X says. Okay. The Dave. Okay. I think I got it.
You should know me by now, Pearl.
Yes, Linda. It's easier for me to just keep with people's screen names because I do get names confused easily.
Yeah, I know.
So
Set my name right.
Oh my
but also, wind up with problems with too many people with the same name, and then that gets confusing. So
Yeah,
Oof.
well, there's not that many named Linda.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Love this thing falling. Love that. Very helpful.
what's up the ceiling?
Yeah, I've kind of got, at least I've got like a nice looking ceiling with the way that I've got some curtains around my bed draped.
okay. Oh
There we are.
yeah.
And again, adjust upwards slightly. Okay, I think I got this. You got this going.
You all set up?
Oh,
Your
my-
first time streaming?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you aren't already subscribed to a channel with not really videos, go ahead. Although hopefully I should be posting some soon. Oh. Stay.
No.
Just always gotta love that, like, it's gonna collapse feeling.
No.
Whew. I've been awake since 10. Like, this isn't that long. I shouldn't be so sleepy. Yeah. Ow. Well, something popped in my neck, but that's fine. Who needs a full spinal cord? Backstage. Oh, there is. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Add to stream. Okay. Hi.
Are you following me, Dave?
Yeah, I'm stalking you.
Oh my! Oh! I'm so honored.
I'm sure you wouldn't be if I catch you.
Why?
Oh my goodness. Gonna need a nap.
Oh. It's a manic evening.
Hmm?
Manic evening.
Yeah. At least my family's getting pizza tonight, which is like, yes. Thank goodness.
Yes, Robert.
Let me see.
I'm going to have to start paying Robert to stalk me.
I stop Dave.
Dave stalks Linda, I stalk Dave. I
Yeah.
mean, you know what? As long as it's consensual, just do what you gotta do. As long as it's consensual, you're not violating too many laws.
Too many.
Too many. Because there are laws you should violate. Like, when being gay was illegal, violate the hell out of it. But like murder, usually, let's not do that. Usually.
Area?
Dave, I love the background effect. It just, yeah. You wind up looking like God speaking from on high.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
thank you.
Just gazing out into the stars and see this floating head giving ordainments.
You mean you don't?
Thou shalt usually not murder.
Thou shalt not murder unless they really piss you off.
Thou shalt not murder unless under extenuating circumstance. In which case, just don't get caught.
So where are you?
I missed that little bit, but I'm guessing you're asking where I'm coming from?
Yes.
Yes, I'm from New York.
You don't sound like you're from New York.
Yeah. I'm from the state New York, mind you, not the freaking city.
Oh, what part of New York are you in?
Central.
Yeah, I had lived in Syracuse for about 8 years.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's where I was with my fiance.
No, it's not terribly far from here. I don't want to give too much about my location beyond that.
Yeah,
but,
no, I understand that.
yeah, but no, we're like around Syracuse-ish. Like, it's not that far. We were actually up in Syracuse the other weekend to get my sister a prom dress. Which was a lot of fun, but I was exhausted even though we used my wheelchair. Because I don't always take it, but this time we did, and I'm like, yeah, thank goodness.
Oh,
Otherwise, I would have had to have been
I
standing.
wasn't aware that you had to use a wheelchair.
Yes, it's not a all the time sort of thing, thankfully, but I do have to use a cane, which is currently knocked over. I'll need to grab that before I try and stand up from here.
You sound
And
virtually
then,
identical to me.
huh?
You sound virtually identical to me. I use the cane all the time, and I have a wheelchair that I don't use nearly often enough.
Yeah, it's chronic illness. It's a hell of a drug that they won't give us because they just think we're drug addicts.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. My favorite comment that I've gotten though, there were some people who were asking my sister questions rudely, including they somehow thought that my sister wouldn't know that I was disabled. I live with her. Like, I live in my family's house, and they somehow thought she just wouldn't know. Like, she wouldn't be aware. But one of the things they asked was about my tattoos that I have on my wrist. Small heart that's over here that I can't really turn my wrist all the way around. They thought that because of my arthritis, shouldn't that have ruined my hand? Like, that's not quite how that works.
Wait a minute. A tattoo should somehow be related to arthritis?
That's what they thought.
Okay, I don't get the connection there at all.
It's
No one
really
does.
weird. It's
No
the
one
one
except these people. They seem to think that my cousin actually, when she's gone to the doctors, because she has some similar issues to myself. Hello, a bit of tea. The doctors also asked her, like, you have chronic pain, but you have tattoos. And it's like,
What the fuck has that got to do? I don't know
Because
what your
they somehow
sounds like.
think if we are in so much pain,
I got
why would we get a tattoo?
Uh,
And it's like those are different types of pain. And I would much rather just keep getting jabbed with a needle
Mm.
than
Pain you
chronic
can have some
pain.
control over is so much better than the constant
Yeah.
pain.
It is.
I would sit there and stab myself
I
to finally get pain
so
relief.
much
Like, oh, jeez.
the
Let me actually move this so that way I can actually see a bit
I-
of tea in
I-
Danish.
This
Because I
is
couldn't
my
quite.
living
There we go.
room.
Oh, that's nice.
no, Robert, I don't think anyone has ever worked at Office Depot. And
They
I
have
say that
staff,
as
but they
going
don't
in there
work
as a
there.
customer. I have never found an employee in the store.
Oh, they have employees. I just don't think they work.
Can you see it?
Oh my goodness.
They have people who stand around by the cash register, but seem really confused when you put something on the counter.
Ooh. What does your tattoo say?
It says, get out of your head and get into your heart. Think less, feel more.
Aw.
Just out of interest, why does it say it in English?
Because I found it in English. I don't do Danish tattoos. Only Danish tattoo artists. I got mine. I got my artist.
Oh.
I have one tattoo on my arm, and that is my fiance's sigil that she used to sign some of her paintings.
Aw.
So yeah, my first live stream from Minnesota, I am going to take the mask off, so I'll show my tattoo then.
Ooh.
It'll be safe enough because anyone who did not know her personally will not have any idea what it means.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you got a tattoo, Pearl.
I wasn't convinced he had a head, so
Oh my goodness.
You know, I had a whole list of ways to mess with people about that.
Oh my goodness.
You know, about showing my face on camera and ways to avoid it. But I think at this point, if everybody's donating money to help me get there, they'd get pissed off, so I can't do it.
you do know that you don't have to go live with it. You could just invite us all into a stream. Into a
Yeah.
StreamYards without going live.
Well, except that a lot of the donations are anonymous, so then the people who donated wouldn't necessarily be able to see it.
It's very true.
Especially the biggest ones. I've gotten 2 donations, each for $250 that were donated anonymously.
Aw.
That's
And I really think that is the truest form of charity, is when somebody donates it anonymously, that they don't even want to be recognized for it.
I think I know who one of them is, but I'm not going to say.
It's
Well,
almost
me.
like they wanted to be nominated.
Yeah, we got that. Someone said something in a stream. No, I couldn't believe when you did your interview with MathPig, and the relief, the fact that you were going to be on camera for the first time.
Well, MathFig had just gotten such a charge out of when I went to the Ark Encounter and did all the pictures with the mask on. So he wanted me to do that.
It was good. It
Yeah.
was really good.
But I did get pictures with Aaron Ra, both with and without the mask. Also, I don't know, has everyone here heard Aaron Ra's Bigfoot story?
No.
Yes, but go on.
Okay, if you haven't heard it, it's easy to find on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and search for Aaron Ra Bigfoot. It's only like 2.5 minutes. But because of that story, my sister had given me a bumper sticker for Christmas that said Bigfoot saw me, but no one believed him. So I got Aaron Ra to sign that, and I'm going to frame it with the picture of me and him.
Oh my goodness. How do you spell that?
Aaron Ra. It's
Huh?
Aronra.
Okay.
Here, I can find it and get you. It's a good story. It's worth dropping a link for.
Okay, I found at least his channel. I love not being able to find things. Um,
Oh, wow.
Little questions.
Yeah, it came up with some things on here that I had not seen last time I tried to search it. Okay, last time I tried it was real easy to find. I'll find it for you here.
Okay. Morning, Mr. Bear.
Ah! You're up early, Mr. Bear.
Oh yeah, he's in the land that doesn't
Ooh, okay.
exist.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was Australian. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they all live in Kentucky. There's a big warehouse.
Okay.
Do you not know? Australia doesn't exist.
That's what I said.
Oh my goodness. From those flat earthers. Yeah, I was telling my cousin about that recently, and she was just like, "What? What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they think that Australia is that everyone who says that they're from Australia, they are a paid actor, or anyone who's been to Australia." Yeah, it's a hologram. Anyone who's been to Australia, they've actually had a drug-induced hallucination.
Mm.
Which, how did they claim that somehow the flight attendants coordinate it?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's some guy who, I don't remember which popular YouTuber was reviewing this, but the person said that he had attempted to go to Australia, or maybe it was New Zealand, and that he felt the plane land after the flight attendant had given him some food that was suspicious. A timed counter antidote
What?
thing. Well, every like I just where there, that's quite imaginative. First of all, like, should definitely become a writer, but also, are you okay?
Mm.
Like, that's
Need help.
that's going far. Keep going. Y'all just blank. I think we're back.
You keep
Okay.
coming and going.
Okay.
Mm.
Dang it, when did this get hard to find?
I mean,
But yeah, I remember watching a couple of YouTube videos on guys that claim if you try to fly to Australia that they gas you on the plane and you just have a hallucination.
yeah. Which, first of all, shared delusions, although technically a thing, it's not. You're not going to get a shared delusion from gassing a plane. There are families that go to Australia. Like, how do they think? I just.
The problem is they only talk to a handful of them. They talk to 20 people, and that's it. You've only got to bribe 20 people. That's easy.
Oh, cool. Just gotta be like, here you go, $100. Say you went to Australia.
I like. Did you see my tweet on Darwin Day?
Oh no, I don't think so. What did you say?
I tweeted on Darwin Day saying, "Happy Darwin Day. Has everyone received their check for continuing the lie that evolution is real?"
Oh my god.
And that then led to a chain of tweets from various different people saying that the oil industry pays them better to deny climate change. And NASA pays more for denying for keeping the round Earth going.
Oh God! But where are we going to find the money then to pay all of the people that they say are faking their children being murdered? Like, where are we going to find that in the taxes?
No, it's insane. Now,
Well, wouldn't it be a lot easier rather than paying people to fake their children being murdered? Wouldn't it be a lot easier to just pay people to murder their children?
Yes,
I know
very
you
much so.
gotta.
I mean, especially
if
if they've got teenagers, it doesn't take much convincing at that point.
Like, hey, honey, so we hear that you want to just disappear. Well, have we got the deal for you?
What we need is multiple conspiracies. We ship them all to Australia.
Every single one.
Well, I was wondering what would happen if we could convince the flat earthers that the conspiracy was to get them to believe that the earth was flat.
I've thought about that. I poked at that one.
There is somebody who was convincing anti-vaxxers that if you got the vaccination and you then stuck a raw potato on it, it would suck out the toxins of the vaccine but leave the good stuff.
Do you see, again, there was another tweet last week
Oh, God.
from the anti-vaxxers asking why exactly it was the scientists needed to put all this shit in the vaccines. Could they not just give them a dead version of the virus?
Yeah, I saw that.
You need preservatives. Like,
It's just, it was...
there was one actually that came up today when I was hanging out with a friend of mine, because we go through Reddit together, and there was one that the anti-vaxxers posted to one of their many Facebook groups, and it was something along the lines of, vaccination is rape, end of story. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, and no, it's not. Like, there are distinct differences. I just, like,
Right.
where did this come from? And a lot of them use it as a reason to be ableist, which is just, like, I'm sorry. The especially the people who are like, I'd rather have a dead kid than an autistic one. And it's like, well, first of all, if your child is autistic, I will take them from you. So that way, you know, they're loved. Like, what? And after all, even the investigations they funded themselves that proved vaccinations don't cause autism, they're still like, but it could. And it's like, no, but it couldn't.
Did you know about the documentary on Netflix about the flat Earth?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
they got
God.
a bunch of flat earthers. They raised the money to buy the equipment. And do you know what they proved?
The Earth is round?
The Earth is round. It has a spin of 15 degrees an hour.
Yeah, and it was like a $20,000 gyroscope
Yeah.
that they funded purchasing to prove this.
Oh, yeah.
It's brilliant. And then they tried to deny it. They said, we can't let this information go out. We'll look like idiots.
Yeah.
And they recorded them saying that.
Yep.
Yes.
Behind the curve, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but they just blamed the whole thing on faulty equipment then.
Yes.
Of course.
Problem is, the guys that they had doing that are only in it for the money now.
Oh.
I don't think any one of them believes the Earth is flat.
I mean, there are some I have met.
No, I don't mean general people. I meant
Oh.
people doing the documentary.
Oh, the people
there
who
are definitely people that believe, yeah.
about it. No, they definitely are doing it for money. Like, if they aren't at this point, I don't. But then again, it's like,
What can you?
like one of the biggest arguments they always have that I see all the time is when they're taking a picture and the horizon seems to be flat.
Hmm.
But what it reminds me of is a young woman that I know who refused to believe her daughter had cavities because she couldn't see them.
Hmm.
This child had so many cavities they had to do a specialized coating over them until the teeth eventually will get to fall out on their own because she's such a young child.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the kind of logic that I'm seeing. At the very least, flat earthers are not as damaging as that type of
But they
person.
aren't lying. I mean, but again, this is the problem with the different people. Most of the images that they use are edited images. They are images where they have taken a curved horizon and put it flat, and you can see it in the image.
Oh yeah. I just love all of the reactions to the if the earth was flat, how can you lay in a bed like this and not like this?
Yeah.
And it's like dramatically, and so many people, both flat earthers and not, did not get the joke. And they were like, oh, well, of course it's not going to be like that because the earth isn't the size of a soccer ball. And then others were like, oh, exactly. That's exactly the proof we need.
I just realized I have to stay awake because it's girls' night in.
Oh no.
Totally
Oh, yeah, I
forgot.
can't find it now.
What time's girls' night in?
I can't miss it because we got Nadine back. I know.
What are you doing for Girls Night In?
Well, we haven't got a subject. We're just winging it. But we got Nadine back, so she is probably gonna tell about her.
Did you mean to mute yourself then?
Oh.
We still can't hear you.
It's showing on my end that her mic is on.
I
So
think she
don't
might
know.
have unplugged her mic.
Oh,
Linda, we can't hear you.
Linda,
You have to
listen.
mind.
Hello!
Hello.
There we go.
Oh! Ah. I don't know what happened. I unplugged another mic and then my mic went. Okay. What was the last thing you heard?
You said something to be discussing, and then it went.
Nadine is back.
Yeah, Nadine is back, so we are probably gonna hear about her trip to visit the pheasant.
So it's just going to be pure smut for an hour.
Might be, but Angie has a relay show after Girls Night In.
Oh, I see. There's a gap for girls' night, and then they're 10 o'clock.
We still got Girls Night In, but it's not part of the relay.
You should have moved it to 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do Girls Night In every Saturday.
But not always at the same time.
Yes,
No,
always the same time.
Not always the same time.
Yeah, it is. It's
No.
midnight
It
my
used to be
time.
late. It used to be late.
Midnight my time. We did actually change the time because of me.
Ah.
That's because you're
So
nice.
it's midnight my time. 2300 Dave's time. It's always the same time. If we do change the times, we will let you know on Twitter. Got it, Dave? You should know by now it's always the same time.
No, but I don't always make it.
Yeah, we have it. The times did change when I became the fourth host. Because I'm in Denmark. So
It's always
we
night.
moved it so it was midnight my time. Instead of 1 o'clock my time.
And sometimes that makes up all the difference.
Mhm.
An hour.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you
Last
push
week,
that,
you've been up at 3 a.m. every night. Most nights.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Well, the problem is,
Kinda hard
everyone's online.
doing that. I need some sleep.
Me too. I've ended up on so many streams late at night recently. No, I'm falling away.
And you said it's been the same time for like 3 months now. So no excuse, Dave.
I've lots of excuses.
Well,
Oh no!
Sorry, I didn't realize I was
always
keeping other
there.
people from sleeping. I know what that's like because I'm chronically sleep deprived myself, so
yeah.
not something I'd wish on anybody else.
it was
Yeah.
all up to me what time it was.
You couldn't go earlier. You shouldn't have done. Most things happen at 10 o'clock
I
here.
could, but
Right, let's do
I'm
some.
dealing with Americans and Canadian.
They're all iffy.
Well, that's your mistake. You should avoid dealing with Americans at all cost.
Yeah, we're a mess.
Yeah,
Why
2
was the-
Americans, 1 Canadian. What time zone is gonna be downvoted? I guess it's Denmark because Denmark doesn't matter.
Oh,
Oh,
I wind up
Hello,
doing that all the
Lisa.
time because it's like some days I'm running on Australian time and some days I'm trying to keep up with people in the UK, and it's like
time zones.
that. Yeah, well, see, you people in the UK and Europe are the worst.
I have to convert all the times.
I don't understand why everyone can't move to GMT.
Yeah,
It's simpler if everyone went to GMT. It's like it's sorted all the time, so everyone should just use it.
Apart from it being pitch dark at noon, I don't see as it would make any difference.
I think people had adjusted at their local time. You just your noon, you would class your lunchtime as being at a different time of day.
I think I actually find it useful just because the like different time zones, just because I work where we have to sometimes communicate with people who are on different like day-night schedules, so it's easy enough to be like, okay, they're asleep now. We're not going to hear from them for a couple hours. Or like my very best friend is stationed in Japan, and so I can't really contact her during my day until very late in the evening, or else she's not going to be awake. And I'd prefer to be talking to her when she's conscious. Not
See, I
just
just
yelling
switched
into the void.
When I was dating someone in Canada, I switched to. I was basically went completely nocturnal.
Oh, if we didn't have day jobs, we'd probably do that. Like one of us would go nocturnal.
My ex preferred talking to me when I was unconscious because I'd answer questions and she liked the answer. She got better that way. Then she could claim I promised to do things that I don't remember.
I mean, you know, my sister sleep talks, and so, but she's not entirely comprehensible when she does. Although when I was still upstairs, right where like everyone else's bedroom was, she and I would be apparently like sleep talking to each other. It would sound like complete nonsense, but my mom could hear us from her room. Like my sister would say something, I would say something, and it sounded like just a mumbled conversation, but we really were saying just nonsense.
Apparently, I say a lot of things in my sleep. It worries me slightly.
It doesn't come out threatening. You know, it's all good.
I don't have arguments with people. I never recognize the names of the people I'm having arguments with.
My sister often gets bossier when she's asleep, where she'll be like, "No, this has to happen," or
It's the brain
was-
trying things.
there was one time she sounded like she was like leading a troop of soldiers.
When I was on one of my oh God knows one of the attempts at pain relief, my daughter had to be banned from speaking to me at night
Oh,
because she would have conversations with me that were legitimate. I was awake for them, but because my memory had gone, I had no memory of them at all the next day.
like
So she would come and have these long conversations where she'd get me to agree to something or not, and then the next morning it would be as if I'd agreed to it.
oh, it's like you're not in a good you're not in a good state. Then I have to warn everyone when I'm on Benadryl because if I have to go into my office, I'm allergic to cinnamon and garlic, so lunchtime is hell.
Yeah.
And I have to down Benadryl and like wear a face mask to just stay alive. But on the days that I have to take Benadryl, I have to warn people. I'm like, I won't remember a thing that you're telling me. So if I forget in the next 10 minutes, let alone tomorrow, don't blame me. Because I am physically here. Mentally, I'm off elsewhere. But I managed to get my work done. And then I just completely collapse as soon as I get home. But fingers crossed that once I get a new doctor, I'll be able to get paperwork in so that way I can work from home full time. Which would be such a relief.
What'd you do?
I can't actually say.
All right, approximately what do you do?
I work in the federal government.
Got you.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
No, that's fine. That's more than enough.
Yeah. No, I work in the federal government. And I will be working there for a while still until I can get I'm going to be going back to school to get a master's. Not sure if I'm going to go for specifically school psychology or become a psychologist for children, but I'm keeping options open as government work is not exactly what I was planning to do with my mathematics degree.
How long have you done that? I'm going to be very rude now. Approximately how old are you?
I am 24.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have been doing it very long then?
No. I graduated college when I was 20 with my bachelor's and
Hey, I'm not the youngest. Sorry.
You normally are.
Yeah, I am.
I'm the baby.
I'm 36 and I'm usually the youngest.
No, I'm very little. That actually also surprised Ben Millsabub when he had me on his channel because he, like when I had put in the story about the exorcism, how I had been 12 years old when it happened, he thought that I was like 30 or 40 years old talking
I've just
about
made
this.
the
And I'm
connection.
like,
I completely forgot that was you.
no, that's
What
me.
exorcism?
Yeah. Because you know that's
I'm sorry. I don't know who you are.
that's okay. No,
You know, this is my memory as well. I just remember it was me that hooked you up with him.
yeah. No, yep, that's itty bitty. No, because I was 12 years old 12 years ago. It's actually this summer. It'll be 12 years since it happened, approximately. Where I had gone to a retreat, Linda, and I had my very first asthma attack. And
When you were 10 years.
when I was 12, which was
12.
12 years ago.
Oh, you're 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No, in 2009, I believe it was. 2008, 2009. one of those two. And I had gone with the youth group I was in for church, and instead of taking me to an ER or anything to get help, the adults who were in charge of me, because my parents weren't there, they performed a prayer circle, including sprinkling holy water over me and forcing me to drink like bottles and bottles of water while I was horizontal on a cot. And so instead of helping me, they were doing that. As well as, like, I had another minor medical issue, a bad nosebleed the next day. And one of the women who had been helping for both of those said that I needed to talk to a cardinal because obviously the devil was out to get me.
What?
Yeah. And then, of course, because, yeah, it was pretty horrible, Angie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can definitely go and see the interview. It's a lot.
What the fuck were they thinking?
They honestly believe that. And the
Yeah.
thing is,
I don't get religion. I really don't get religion.
you should definitely watch the video because there's
On your
details
channel?
to it.
I'll go find it now.
Yeah, provide a link if you can. It
It's good.
was bananas. And that was just one event. That was just one event with them. And I stayed in the group for another 3 years, 2 to 3 years after that point.
Yeah, I think that was my first introduction to you when you did that
believe
interview
so.
with Beelzebub.
Yep, I believe so as well. My first introduction to the YouTube scene beyond the singing videos that I posted for a talent contest I was in was that interview. But yeah, it's the first time that I put it out there fully into the public sphere about what happened.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It was just Angie's comment. Link Master Dave time. Dave is always the link master. If you need a link, just say Dave.
If you need a link, it's of Dave, you think. No, but it was it was a interesting time of my life. And that was just like, if you go to the other live stream, the one that I did for Christmas, you can hear all about the cult that I accidentally helped form.
I don't think I saw that one.
It was a whoops on my part.
Whoops! Come in.
Daisies, I made a cult.
How old were you when you
I made a cult?
No, when you stopped believing the shit?
Stopped believing, I would say I was about 16. And I had, stopped believing in Catholicism, at least. I was about 16 or 17. But my parents were thankfully very, very understanding, especially after a few years being out of it. I told them about all the stuff that had happened. And they were furious on my behalf, but they understood my decision. And I still go with them to their new church for their Christmas masses and their Easter masses, if I'm well enough, out of respect for them and out of love for them. And also because the priest, here's the thing, the reason that I put out my story of the youth group and everything was because for once in a Catholic story, the priest didn't do things wrong.
He did exactly what he was meant to.
The priest.
No, he did things wrong. He did things wrong.
like the only thing he did wrong was not.
Tried to perform an exorcism on you.
But he wasn't there for that. He couldn't go because he was taking care of an elderly priest in our diocese. He had
there.
because he there was a priest who eventually died when he was like 89, and so the younger priest was taking care of him himself, so that way he didn't have to go into a nursing home and be very confused and be surrounded by strangers. And he helped take care of him, as well as then his aging, dying mother. And so he couldn't just jet off to a weekend retreat like that. And the nuns had been running it beforehand, but that year the nuns were told to transfer to other churches, and they had not run it like that. They were very caring and kind, and so then it was just random adult volunteers who brought us to the retreats and everything, and were running this group. And unfortunately, as I've got a YouTube video that I'm trying to make, but as I explain in it, it was difficult for him to be able to control the things that they were doing, because much like any abusive relationship, they would be on their best behavior when he would come and see us. And the group also convinced us that if we were to tell any of the adults, like if we told our parents, if we told our older relatives, if we told the priest, that they would think it was perfectly fine, that this is how it's supposed to be. And so I just didn't bother.
What was it?
I'm gonna have to drop out.
Was it sort of a summer camp?
Okay.
It sort of started off as like a summer trip, but it was something that most of the teens from my church were a part of. That would occur on the weekends. I talk a bit more about it in a different Big Meals Above video as well, if you want to check that out. I'm just gonna keep rep for seeing him, so that way I don't have to relive that trauma.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
but
totally okay.
But if you ever want to ask questions, feel free. Like in specifics.
I'm just curious. That's why I'm asking a question.
Yeah, that's okay. No.
Are you on Twitter?
I am on Twitter. I am on Twitter at Bridget Was Here, also known as Queer Lightbright. That's a nickname courtesy of my friend who.
So if I click you in the, there we go. I'm already following you. I'm already following you. I didn't even know.
I'm just that undercover. A bit of tea.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh no, I don't think I'm following you, but I'm following you now.
Oh,
there we go.
Thank you.
Yay. You're welcome.
I was already following you. I didn't even know.
That's okay. Probably after like the Christmas live stream or something, you were just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe I found you in the suggestions or something. Could be.
Probably if I'm friends.
Yeah.
I'm following a lot of these guys.
Yeah. You get it.
But yeah,
you can also follow. Yeah, why not?
She was also she also did get involved with the Christmas relay thing, so you probably hooked up with her, followed her then.
Yeah.
When? What day?
The Christmas Day relay stream we did.
Was she in there?
Yeah.
Yep.
in there.
Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe before I watched.
Okay, and now this is the very reason why it took me 3 months to choose a handle for YouTube. Part of it was to make sure I had one handle that I could claim on every platform.
No, I'm just everywhere because I like separating everything out. So that way it's like, let's keep things cordoned off. Like people on YouTube don't necessarily need to go and see my TikToks. those aren't for them.
Oh, you're on TikTok.
I am on TikTok.
I kind of quit TikTok.
Okay, yes, I can understand that you would not want to admit to people that you're on TikTok.
Like they're gonna see my face, but it's also like, let's just not explicitly make them see that. They
You
don't
got a
need to see me
beautiful
just being
face.
gay on Maine.
You got a beautiful face.
Oh, thank you. I did my makeup just for this, and then also for TikTok later.
Yeah, you're kind of matching your clothes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness my mom gave me this top because it goes really
It
well.
looks
with
like a Wish top that I've got.
Ah, they're very comfy.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's from. I can't reach it.
Oh,
But I actually have to get going, and the next stream should be starting. So
yep,
thank you
Mr.
for
Bear
joining.
should be picking
Mr.
it up.
Bear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see if he's.
Oh, that's. Sorry. It seems my parents are looking for the phones.
Okay, yep, it looks like Mr. Bear is already live.
Okay,
Okay.
but it was nice to see
So,
you.
yeah, just let's drop the link to
Nice
his
to
stream
meet
again.
you.
Okay. Critical Cripple has dropped it in the.
Yeah, I also did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Just
thank you. Yep,
thank you.
Nice to
We'll catch
see
you later.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
bye bye.
Bye.
End.
And purple.
Yes, end.